session, we do have an amazing brand. We at the Africa Trade Conference are really taking this very practicable, right? So we are engaging with policy, but we're also saying that business people want to be able to have the platform to showcase their product. So right now, I'd like to welcome Veronica of Ankole Luxury. Do I see you, Veronica? Yes, I see you. Could you please join me on stage? Veronica will be sharing with us her brand, about her business. She will be telling us the story of how she started, what it is that she's doing to ensure that people are aware about her business and about her brand. Because in this session, when we're talking about women in trade, we want to show that they are women out there on the African continent that are doing good business, that want to take it to the next level, and they need support, meaning they need market access, they need affordable finance, and they need to be able to be supported to build capacity to take it to the next level. So Veronica, if you could please join me on stage, we would love to hear your story and your journey as you build a great brand. Right, there she is. Hi, Veronica.
Hi, Anne, how are you doing? Thank you for having me.
Great, great. So yes, I don't know if you heard a lot of what I was saying, but what we would like to do in the next 10, 15 minutes is basically have you share your story. How did you start Ankole Luxury? What is it about? What is the brand? And how you plan on taking it to the next level in the future as the opportunities are brought for you with the AFCFTA and global trade opportunities. So welcome, Veronica.
Thank you so much. I had requested for them to first play a video of the production process so that now when I start talking about the brand, they are going to have a little bit of an idea how we start from start to finish in making the jewelry. I think you've muted yourself.
Sorry. Yeah, I was going to say the technical team, we could play the video and then Veronica can go ahead and talk to us.
much, Anne, for having me. Good afternoon, everyone, and good morning for those who are in a different time location. My name is Veronica Gakio. I'm the founder of Ankole Luxury. Before I start talking about Ankole Luxury, there's something I want to say, that I believe jewelry brings a lot of emotions, and I wanted to have a brand that would draw out the confidence and the happiness that every moment someone was wearing our jewelry. Hence, that led me to starting my brand called Ankole Luxury. So talking about the jewelry, the reason my jewelry is called Ankole Luxury, it's because I use mostly horn from the Ankole cow in Uganda. We use the Ugandan horn because it's more strong than the other horns. The jewelry cannot break easily. So some of the things we make using our using horn and necklaces like what I'm wearing right now. We do make bangles, like what I'm wearing at the moment. We do make rings, lots of different rings. I just want to be a bit practical here so that people can see what I'm wearing. I'm sure people are a bit tired of reading, the PDFs, the PowerPoints. So we make lots of items from jewelry to home decor. For home decor, we make candle holders. We also make coasters for the plates and for the cups. So we use, like I said, we use repurposed horn to make our jewelry. We also use brass that's recycled. So we go to factories, and then the small tiny pieces that they no longer want to use, we take that so that we can use our jewelry. We also recycle, they call what? The padlocks. So when we are doing there's one of the processes where we melt the brass. So for that, we use the padlocks, the old padlocks. So we melt them and then we mold them, and then we get the end product of the brass items. We also incorporate synthetic stones to make our jewelry. And on special occasions or on special orders, we do use gemstones, gold and silver. So we also make our wedding rings. We also make custom order jewelry. If someone wants to make something unique that nobody else will wear, we always have an understanding, and we can do that for our customers. Besides making jewelry, we also work with women group who make bags from Tharaka Nithi. So what we do with these women, we take their bags and then we do value addition, where we do the leather aspect of the bags and then we sell on their behalf. So in in this process, we are empowering the women group so that they can be able to be self-sustainable. Besides that, we also work with people with disability. At the moment, I'm training people with autism to make rosaries. So I go several times a week. Maybe I like currently I have this young man with autism. He's 27 years old. 27 years old. So I'm going to teach him. I've been teaching him for a few days how to make rosaries. And then once he's perfected his skill, but obviously being assisted by his caregiver, now he's going to be able to look for market to sell his rosaries, as well as us. We're going to try and help him to get the access to market for his rosaries in churches or anywhere else. So talking more about the horn, why horn? It's quite unique. It's something that not everybody is doing. So I always like unique jewelry. I've always loved to wear something that's quite unique. So before I started making the jewelry, I'd actually prefer to go for the secondhand jewelry because I knew nobody else has that kind of jewelry. So that led me to decide to make jewelry. And after a long thought, I decided to do the horn jewelry because it's quite unique. And then the way it comes up, because with horn, it can come up in 3 different colors. Like you can see the necklace I'm wearing, there's a shade of like black, there's a shade of white. So it's unpredictable what is going to come out. So it comes in 3 colors: ivory black, caramel, and creamy white. So depending on what you want to make, if it's earrings, you can decide I want white earrings, but they only come in 3 colors. It's either white, creamy white, black, and caramel. And then now we add the aspect of the brass and the semi-precious stones or the synthetic stones. And with the horn jewelry, the stripes and the solids are often offer a very exotic finish, which is like a fingerprint. So there's no one piece that's going to be ever the same like another item. So like you can have a necklace similar like to this one, but there's that aspect that they're going to be a bit different when it comes to the color shade. So that makes it very interesting to wear horn jewelry. And then I have mentioned about working with the women in Tharaka Nithi, because they're like around 30 women. So we always take their bags, depending on how many bags we are in need of. Then we do the value addition on the leather aspect of it. And then now we sell out either in Kenya or abroad. Our mission is to create sophisticated and fashionable handmade jewelry, which combines elegant design and very high-end quality. Our vision is to be recognized as the most affordable jewelry brand worldwide. So our current market, it's locally. We don't have lots of markets outside, just on individual basis. Like we have people in the US that have ordered a few items here and there from us. We also have clients in Dubai who've ordered on individual basis our items. So we are not quite there yet. We are still struggling to reach the regional and the international market, but we are quite sure that we're going to reach that market. Where we are selling currently, we are selling online on Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn, and we call ourselves Ankole Luxury as one name. And then our website is www.ankoleluxury.com. Our main focus at the moment is working with local artisans. Like you've seen the workshop, it's by an artisan that we work with. He's quite of age, he's quite senior when it comes to age, and his workshop can be a bit run down because we are working with those people who we know that once we work with them, we are going to uplift them financially, and they're going to be able to support their families. And that's one of the things that we are really keen on seeing, that we are working with people we know that we are going to uplift them. Another thing I wanted to say about where we go, sorry. So besides the, I think I've spoken everything about the jewelry. And we are quite happy that we started the company in 2019 November, and then COVID came, so it kind of went down. But currently things are getting better because of exposure and being aggressive on social media. So I think online businesses, as much as maybe people would think that they're not sustainable, they're quite sustainable, because we've just basically been online, and it's brought us quite a number of clients here and there, and we are quite happy at the moment of how things are going. But we are looking forward to doing other things. Other things that we make are things like lapel pins. Like this one is the cancer pin, which we make for people. We also make like this African lapel pin. So we are quite creative when it comes to what we are making. What is the term? We don't limit ourselves. We are ready to be told, like, I need this, however complicated it can be. We don't limit ourselves. We just give it a shot. And at the end of the day, the clients are always happy with what we've done. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Veronica, for sharing your story and telling us the work that you're doing at Ankole, which is actually great for you being a woman in business. And actually what we were talking earlier, even during the session with Vineka, which is saying that you have a business that is actually impacting the community, right? The fact that you're working with the women groups, you're working with local artisans, people with disability, that enables you then to be able to get the right products, bespoke products, unique products that then can be sold on the continent and beyond. And as you said, that is the goal for Ankole Luxury. Just clarify, you said that we could be able to purchase your products online. Is it only on Instagram, or where else can you be found?
It's on Instagram, on Facebook, and on LinkedIn. The name is Ankole Luxury as one word, without any space.
Ankole Luxury. Okay.
Correct. Yes.
Great, great, great. Thank you for taking the time to share the work that you're doing. I wish you all the best as an African brand. That has been the recurring theme this year, which is saying that we need more African brands, right? So when you think about the Ankole from Uganda, it's pure African. And then when you add luxury, uniqueness, I'm loving that. And I do know that a lot of the women who are here who love jewelry or home decor, which you mentioned is the core creativity part that you do, would hopefully be able to reach out to you online and buy some of your products. Do you have any last remarks before we move on to the next panel discussion? Anything you want to leave us with?
Yes, the last remarks is to any women out there who would want to do any business. I'd want to tell them to not limit themselves, because the sky is not the limit. So don't limit yourself. Just go out there. You have an idea, just try it, give it a try. Don't be worried about anything. Like, for example, what I did with my business when I started, I didn't start with two things. I started with a big bang. I did a whole production. I did like a whole line. I did a website, a catalog, everything. So I started with a bang, and I have no regrets. And that's what I want to encourage anyone who wants to start a business. Don't limit yourself. The sky is not the limit.
You've heard Veronica say, don't limit yourself. I love the spirit of young African women because they are not being held behind. Don't limit yourself. And if you're going to do something, do it well. So thank you very much, Veronica, and we wish you all the best in your business.